Hello Scouters and welcome again to MTC TV. This is the third episode and today we're doing another new topic. This one's going to focus more on some My.Scouting help. So you guys come around here and we'll take a look and hopefully you guys will learn something new and how useful of a tool My.Scouting is going to be for you guys.
Alright guys, so hopefully you know this is My.Scouting.org. This is what you see when you first log in. Now if you're new, you would create an account. Fill out the information. I think there's one or two more steps after this, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It'll fill out, help you along the way. For those of us who already have an account, we'd come over here, fill out information. If you forgot something, you click here, and it will send an email to your email on file to how to reset your password username if you forgot either one. Now, when you first log in, your screen is going to look like this. Your name pops up there, some of your information, but all your tools are going to be over here in the menu. The first one we're going to look at is going to be yours. Mine says Duck River and Kojima because those are districts I'm in. Yours should be your unit number, whether you're a trooper, a pack, or a crew, or what have you. So the first one we're going to look at is the member manager. So Scout Book does a great job of keeping track of your youth and adult leaders, but sometimes it doesn't synchronize with Council's database. My.Scouting, as far as I've seen, is always up to date, at least within 24 hours of being put in. So it's a better way of checking to make sure your stuff is synced up with Council. So you can say open up your Scout Book and then open up your My.Scouting, go to your adults or youth or both, and you can see all your registered people. You can even download an Excel spreadsheet to compare. But this is going to be your best way to make sure, say, after a roundup, you have all your youth and adult leaders registered that signed up that night. Now, coming over here, we're going to look at the organization manager. And once you're here, you're going to go to the unit pin. Now, what the unit pin is this is what everybody sees when they search for a unit on beascout.scouting.org. So say I want to find a unit near Spring Hill, Tennessee. Type in the zip code and I go to Cub Scouts and I hit find. Pops up all the places near us, and it also shows all the information that the pack, want to show. So how do you change this information? Well, that's where this unit pin comes in. All this information right here is what they change. The key 3 of a unit can change it. There's a lot of info here. You can check mark what you want it to show. Request more information. Everything's right there. Now, what happens when someone requests more information? They'll hit this. They're going a couple more pages, but it will notify you over in your invitation manager. So this will compile all those people who've requested more information or signed up online, and it will put them here. And you can come here, you can click on one, it'll show their information, it'll show any notes. You can leave a note, say I emailed them. You can post it, then your key 3 and your district executive will see that you emailed them. You can hit complete if they turn in a physical copy, maybe you're paid already, or you can close it if you know they're no longer interested. Or you can send them an application also. So this is something you want to check maybe once a week, at most once a month, but I'm sure you guys have been getting the email saying you have leads, like I do every day. So I go in and check it. So if you keep it up to date, you only get that email when you have a brand new lead, and that's the best case scenario. I'm sorry if it comes in every day like it does for me, but you gotta think that is someone knocking on your door asking you for more information about your unit, so we should really get on it, and it is important to keep on top of that. Now we're going to look at, so who can change the information here? Like I said, your key 3 can change it, but also you can go to your organization security manager, and you can see on this pack, you can see the charter rep, committee chair, and cub master. But if you say you want to assign a committee member to be in charge of My.Scouting, you can put them under key 3 delegate. You hit this little plus sign and add somebody from your pack, and then they'll have all the authority to look at and change anything that the key 3 members would be able to do. And you can see there's a couple other positions that you guys can do: unit advancement chair, youth protection champion, unit training chair, things like that. And speaking of training, we can also view our unit's training under Training Manager. You can see your percentages here of YPT. You can click on who has not taken it, who has taken it, and then also your trained leaders. So this specific leader training, who hasn't, who has. You can click on that. It will give you an Excel spreadsheet. It's a good way to keep track of everyone who has been trained. You can see when their training expires, so you give them a heads up. When you see it's about to expire in a month, you can go ahead and tell them to go ahead and take it so they don't lapse. Now, what if they don't know where to take it? Say they forgot. It's been 2 years. Well, you tell them to go to the menu, and you're going to go to My Training, and instantly it's going to start on Youth Protection Training. You can go ahead and take course. Here will show you when you last took it, when it expires. Right now you can see mine's active. If you need the certificate, you can just hit that blue printer button. Pop up this. You can send that to your DE or anyone at council if they need it. But what about your leader-specific training? You go over to Training Center. You're going to choose your area. Let's go with Scouts BSA this time. And bam, already it puts up the most common training: Scoutmaster, Troop Committee Chair, Troop Committee. But you can also just search for them in the catalog here. Click on that, it'll open up a new screen. And here they are. Say you want to also take the Cubmaster one. Bam. Den Leader? Shh, you bet. So you can just click on it, it'll open up, you enroll, and then all these will be available to you. Click. Let that load. Visit. There we go. You can already see I completed some of them. But then you just click on them, Bobcat, start, and it will start playing the video. Alright guys, that was a quick, hopefully just a quick touch on a lot of things. But that's okay because towards the end of October and definitely before the end of this year, we're going to start putting out a lot of these videos for My.Scouting, Scout Book, and a lot more of the electronic and digital side of things to help any new leader or any leader who's been in the program for a while utilize all the tools that they have at their disposal.
Alright guys, well I hope you guys learned something new about My.Scouting that you might not have known before. All those things we went over are a great tool set for you guys to use as leaders. Now if you ever have any questions about My.Scouting or Scout Book, reach out to us. We'd love to either make more videos or even just help on a one-on-one basis for any technological difficulties. It's just there to make your guys' life easier and make your scouting career a lot easier. Now ending the episode, I want to give a big highlight for our scouting success story, not to a person, but to a unit, Crew 299 over in Nolensville. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but a few weekends ago, we had a terrible storm through Middle Tennessee, and in Nolensville, the historic Nolensville School was flooded with about 18 inches of standing water. Now, the Nolensville Historical Society reached out to the crew and asked for help with saving some of the pieces, the furniture, and some of the museum artifacts. Well, the crew, instead of going to the normal meeting, went out there and helped all evening. They saved a lot of stuff. They cleaned up the place, helped dry it out, and were able to save a lot of things for the museum. We just want to say a big thank you to the crew and all their hard work that evening. And this is just a reminder to all those units out there to always look for community service projects that your unit can help with. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I'm yours in Scouting, Garrett Ladd.